What's up with it? Yo, glad to have you on. Hey, welcome to uh Beyond the Algorithm. And I'm your host, Victor Vincian, up here with Dontre the Misfit. You know, want to
What's
go
up,
ahead and
y'all? What's up, y'all?
we'll go ahead and start off with a round of applause. Through many dangers, toils, and snares, and hardships and technical difficulties, we have arrived. And we're gonna sit up here. We're gonna catch up on some things, air out some grievances against the world, and we're gonna have a good time and a good chat. So for the people that's already lined up on YouTube and saying what's up, man, great. We appreciate y'all. Y'all get a round of applause off the top too. And to anybody that probably don't like anything about neither one of us, y'all go ahead and get shot at too. So let's just go ahead and just get to it. You know what I'm saying? So um, we got a lot of moving pieces in the world, but man, go ahead and tell the audience a little bit of something about yourself. I'm gonna give you the floor and let you run your mouth the way you need to.
What's up with it, y'all? This is your boy Dontre the Misfit. Shout out to the homie Vic, man, for even having me on here. It's always a pleasure to have a conversation, man, with the real. Man, I'm from KC Mo. Um, I got introduced to these type of conversations by having certain relationships and just peeping just the way the game is. So I'm gonna kick it to you real. And man, hopefully we can have a really good conversation. And if you get in your feelings, while you listening to this, then we did our job. Okay. Yeah. So I'm coming for your soul, man.
Yeah, man. So I started this segment, The Grace of Men. Shout out to Esau Lee, who's one of the first guys that decided to come up here to participate. Because one of the things about you as a content creator, I don't even like calling us content creators, man. We just be on the internet using Facebook like everybody else, truthfully, and it kind of turned into this because I think a lot of people get everyone confused just because they're using the internet or using social media. We're not all using social media for the same purposes, right? And I came across a video clip of you a long time ago. And I should have thought, I didn't even think about it in conversation to even bring it up to kind of introduce, like what you're about to the rest of the audience. And I'm pretty sure I can find it, but you had probably the realest video clip that I saw where you were talking about, you've been a Pookie, you've been a Ray Ray, you've been, like just telling your story in this, like you gave a whole bunch of game in like 35 seconds, you know what I'm saying? Men raised by women, been around, situations that's affiliated with the way that upbringing is, pretty much categorized as. I guess, what I learned was that it's some things that I don't have the insight on, just like it's some things that you don't have the insight on, right? And I felt like this was the right type of platform to create that space for men that have that experience to talk, because I don't want to create no unnecessary division with somebody that may think that I'm just competing with them, and that's not the case,
Yeah, that's real. So, man, look, check it out. When we first talked, man, we talked for some hours, man, and we would just, hashing out to see, where we fit in and where our common denominators was. And I told you I came from the irresponsible end of the game. The actual complaints center. You know what I'm saying? We was the guys that we was raised by the very women that hate the type of men that we are. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, when you don't have a consistent father figure in your life, then you end up with, the Pookies and the Ray Rays and what a lot of people call today, the little YNs.
Yeah.
And we run amok in the community, man. We treat women like like sex objects. We're more focused on the sexual experience than the actual fruit that comes along with the experience. Um, we have the emotional intelligence of our mothers, which is not very high. You know, we're raised by men. We don't have we're not raised by men. We're raised by women, and we don't have the correct tolerance in order to carry, relationships in a healthy type of way. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, we're gonna practice on you guys. We're gonna practice on you ladies until we, come to an awakening point, if we ever do that. A lot of these guys out here are Pookies and Ray Rays up until their 50s and 60s.
Man, bro, I used to say if the man's not there, and you can't blame the man. Blaming the absent father, blaming somebody that's not there is never productive. It's like blaming a ghost, pretty much, right? If they quit to call the men that are Pookies and Ray Rays by that, what does that say about the women? Because I believe that they're the real Pookies and Ray Rays if they raise them, because it's where else do they get the behavior from?
Well, we call them Pookisha.
Just right to it, huh?
Yeah, we call them Pookisha. Pookisha.
But Pookiesha and them.
Yeah, Pookisha. Yeah,
And
you can't have a Pookie without a Pookisha.
hey, fair enough.
So
You got to come
yeah,
from
man.
somewhere. You got to
Yeah,
come from
she's a
somewhere.
she's a dirty foot duck. She's in the same boat. She just has the female privilege to clean up her image.
Mm-hmm. Man. So I uh I got a couple videos that I'm gonna pull up over here because I started noticing a lot of the men have similar experiences to the women in terms of like the way that their mothers conduct, the way they hold court with their kids. And then I
Game
want to
for
watch this with you real
misogynistic
quick,
women
but
runs.
let me get it set up the right way. But yeah, I want to review some things over here with you that I know I'm going to talk about again, because we only get like one perspective at a time, when it comes down to what we see on the internet. But let me let this video run. We'll catch up.
My disdain for misogynistic women runs deep because my mother is one. And this is also why I'm so good at spotting these types of women from a mile away. Male centered misogynistic women, or as I like to call them, boy girls, should not be overlooked. If you've ever been related or even friends with one, I'm sure even you can attest as to why. Hey, my name is Jasmine, and I was raised by a male centered misogynist who was raised by a covert narcissist. And before I knew better, here are a few things that I had to learn the hard way. As their daughter, they don't see you as a reflection of them, they see you as competition. I noticed this in a way that my mom would create division between us even when I was a child. She would call my grandmother her mother, and she would call my little sister her child. It was clear that we did not share things, not even family. Me being raised on my dad's side of the family majority of the time didn't help this at all, because yes, my mom's side of the family knew me, they knew who I was, but they didn't know me. They didn't know my character. They didn't know me outside of what my mom told them who I was. Up until I got to high school, she would badmouth me to everyone. She had control of my narrative. I remember she would even tell people that I didn't bathe. You're going around a family telling people that I didn't bathe, but you failed to mention as to why. I didn't bathe at her house. Bathed at everybody else's house. I didn't bathe at her house because she had roaches. Y'all, I never forget one time I was brushing my teeth getting ready for school and a roach fell on my shoulder from the ceiling. Bitch, I almost died. Not to mention we had this spider cricket problem. Like these jumping spiders would come out the fucking drain. Listen, it was a reason why I didn't bathe over there. Sorry, call me dirty. But my point is the constant triangulation that she didn't just stop within our household. It went beyond. Like, I can give y'all a story time on when I was picking up my daughter from the daycare that she worked at, and the teacher told me that my mama was up there talking shit about me. She even wanted people at my daughter's school to not like me. For some odd reason, I always posed some sort of a threat to her. Another thing that I learned is because they hate being a woman, they in turn hate you because you are a girl. And I just feel like this is some internalized hate that they have for themselves that they project and pass on to their daughters. Because, for example, my grandmother grew up in a time where women, especially black, couldn't even get a bank account yet. In a sense, I can see why women, specifically boomers, would hate being a woman because boomers worked hard. Boomer women worked hard, y'all. And the fact that they couldn't get a house, bank account, and certain things in their name is some bullshit because a lot of men, I know TV likes to portray that men have been the providers, women have been the providers.
So what you take from this video so far? Cause we halfway through it, I like to let it rock to the halfway point and say and ask if you've seen anything that fits what she's talking about.
Yeah, absolutely, man. I know a personal situation within my family where the mother has envy of the daughter, and this is what happens when you don't have any self awareness. This is what happens when you're not working on yourself. These young ladies are getting older, and they be starting to become attractive, and when they get attractive, man, they become a threat. They no longer become my little girl. They become a threat um, to their perception. It don't even have to be a man in a home. It's just that when a woman is single, she's in competition.
Hmm.
You know,
Because a lot of them like to say that they're not competing with younger women.
you know, a whole movement is about competing with other women. Even the whole beauty industry is centered around chasing your youth.
Hmm. Hmm. It's true because they use makeup to get younger, right? So I see where you're going with that. It's different because like the reason I asked is because I didn't grow up with any sisters. You know what I'm saying? I got one brother. So I didn't see that much I didn't have access to seeing that type of engagement between a mother and a daughter because it was just me and my brother, you know what I'm saying? So interesting to see, but we keep going.
Women have been the backbone of everything. So the fact that they couldn't get things in their name, I can see why they have that internalized hate within themselves. Then my grandma ended up becoming one of those women who always tried to prove that she can do everything that a man can do. And I feel like that internalized hate she definitely passed down to all of her daughters. And that's why her daughters ended up boy crazy. They all ended up wanting a man to desperately lead their lives because they didn't believe in their own ability to lead their own lives. I genuinely feel like they saw no value in themselves because they were girls, they were women, and unfortunately, it just kept passing down. Something else these types of mothers do is strip you of love, confidence, and protection because they see their self worth tied to how men see them, not how they care for you. I grew up hearing things like, I gotta have a son so I can experience real love, as if me and my little sister's existence just wasn't enough. I also remember coming on my period in the fourth grade and my mom finding out. She found out because I did not tell her. I remember my mom telling my stepdad, I don't know why he had to know. And then I just remember being in the restroom and hearing him say, well, you need to watch her now. One, what an odd thing to say. So I remember thinking, oh, yeah, she's definitely
Wow.
about to say something to him. Nope. Silent. She didn't say shit to that man. I also constantly got picked at for being skinny, having a unibrow, and my head being too big for my body by my mom. To this day, I do not like wearing my ponytail up because I feel like my head's too big. And I know that that comes from that teasing, but honestly, when I think back on it, that wasn't harmless teasing. That was her chipping away at my confidence. It is dangerous to be a daughter of a male centered woman. Hell, to even be in the same house as them. Thank God that I didn't experience what my cousin had to experience when she was placed in a house with a male centered woman that subjected her to being raped by her husband. My cousin literally has a child to this this day by the man who was essaying her since elementary school. When I speak about misogynists on my page, I want y'all to understand that I am not just talking about men. Misogynists are dangerous. This includes the women. And as dangerous as it is to be their daughters, it's just as dangerous to be their friends.
So I talk a lot about looking at the stories that women tell about their relationships with their mother, because it shapes the way that they communicate with everybody else, right? And by the time that most women get in a relationship with a guy, that psychologically she's already been, manipulated by a mama, and that's where their confidence degradation come from. You know what I'm saying? And so I think a lot of men are trying to overcome the wounds that the mothers put on their daughters, and it has a significant impact on the communication in our relationships. What you think about that?
I think anybody that has the most influence is going to have the is going to have the most responsibility on how someone develops.
Mm-hmm. Man.
Yeah, absolutely. And in our society, in the Black community, it's a matriarchal society when it comes to one person having influence over a child.
Yeah.
It's very headstrong with women. The women control how the perception of how the father is seen,
Yeah.
and they control what type of experiences the child has in the home.
Hmm.
Whatever that child is lacking is going to be directly tied to, the mother being responsible enough to outsource things that she can't handle to the father, or is going to be directly responsible to the things that she's not willing to give or know how to give to her daughter.
Yeah. Man.
Real talk.
That.
So yeah, so these women are mean because their mama was mean. These women are bitches because their mama was a bitch.
Yep.
These women are hoes because their mama was a hoe. You
Yep.
know what I'm saying? These women are workaholics because their mama was a workaholic. These women are emotionally numb because they mamas. If you was one of those very few people that had the privilege of having your daddy raise you and only raise you, you are the exception to the rule. If you're one of those people that had your mother and father in the home, you are an exception to the rule. But for the most part, in the Black community, we manufacture women that were raised by women who were not feminine.
Yeah. I can understand that too. Um, you can't be something that you weren't taught to be unless you're around a different environment. Your conditioning is going to have a. I don't think we don't give the environment the credit that it needs to really understand that we can't be something that you're not raised to be, unless you break away and change your environment, change your zip code, and deal with some kind of rigorous reinvention of yourself. You know what I'm saying? You got to go through something basically, in order to be something different. You can't be something you never were trained to be, well, raised to be, if you don't go get no kind of training or something. Like uh that's like asking a horse, you know what I'm saying, to be a zebra. I like to say that a lot, because they might look the same, but they're not all built the same way. And then you get situations like this.
Facing charges in connection with the shooting at a Belleville McDonald's. Police are telling us how it all started. 5 News Side's Robert Townsend has reaction to the new developments.
Shortly before 5 Wednesday afternoon, police went to check out a disturbance at this McDonald's on South Belt East in Belleville. Officers learned a shooting happened inside the fast food restaurant. Customers and neighbors shocked to hear the person police say pulled the trigger is a manager, 44-year-old Kathy Bledsoe.
I just can't believe it's happening in a town like this, that's all. So it's just insanity.
And this McDonald's has a lot of people inside sitting all the time.
Police
God
say the
damn.
gunfire flew after Bledsoe told a female worker to clock out and go home. Investigators say the
Damn.
McDonald's manager asked the teenage employee to take the trash out, and when she refused, the girl returned here with her mother. Police say Bledsoe and the
Man.
Belleville mom, 35-year-old Tanika McKenzie, first argued in the McDonald's lobby. The altercation escalated when McKenzie and her daughter went behind the front counter to an office area. Investigators say McKenzie struck Bledsoe in her face and head. Police say the restaurant manager then pulled out a gun and fired once, striking the mom in her leg. It's unclear if any customers were inside the McDonald's at the time.
Makes you scared to go anywhere. Makes you scared to take kids anywhere.
Kathy Bledsoe is charged with a felony count of aggravated unlawful use of a weapon. Tanika McKenzie is charged with felony counts of aggravated battery and mob action.
A lot of arguments and things that turn into shootings could be avoided just by communication. Better communication is honestly the key.
In a statement, a local McDonald's owner said in part, quote, "We are shocked and saddened by this attack. Our top priority is always the safety and well-being of our people." Robert Townsend, 5 on your side.
Kathy Bledsoe remains in the Belleville jail. Police say Tanika McKenzie was taken to a hospital and is not yet in custody.
Bruh, I talk all the time about
niggas.
that specifically, but even more specifically, who is protecting women from women, in your opinion?
Nigga bitches ain't protecting nigga bitches.
What do you?
I just want to say this, man, before we get look. Them women in that video, they probably from Pine Bluff, Arkansas. Because that's the type of motherfucking shit that is created in that motherfucker right there. Just dysfunctional, big back, fat nigga, black and mild lip having bitches that shoot each other, nigga. Any chance they fucking get. These is niggas. These is straight nigga bitches, man. them nigga, stop McDonald's. Y'all better stop hiring these nigga bitches. For y'all fucking up the goddamn brand. But who's protecting these bitches from other bitches? Not a motherfucking thing. Ain't nobody protected out here. The niggas is getting their ass towed off the frame by these nigga bitches, and then the nigga bitches is kicking the other nigga bitches' asses too.
Boy, rough. Like
that ain't the word. Rough is that ashy shit that's on the back of your goddamn heel. That's rough. We ain't talking about that. Ain't rough, nigga. that is the motherfucking terrain.
It's in the road now at this point. Oh.
But what the hell, bro?
Yo, it's insane how violent they can get.
That's why I shoot them. And that's why I keep me some bear spray on me, nigga. You think I keep bear spray, nigga, for bears? Look, in the urban community, if you ain't got no bear spray, man, with these grizzlies that are out here, that's at McDonald's. You can't even go to McDonald's without this shit happen. You better keep it on you, man. You better be ready to make a bitch swat bees.
Oh,
you better be ready, man. Come out here, nigga, being Mr. Nice Guy. These bitches tell you up front you done got shot 3 times. They say she in critical condition.
They say she got shot in the leg. I think it's been stabilized since then. I don't know if it's critical anymore, but
so she decided she didn't want to take out the trash and go up top.
Yeah, so her daughter didn't want to take out the trash. Manager said clock out. She won't clock out, and somewhere I think somewhere in the course that she left the store and came back with her mom. So her mom, the daughter was the employee that was told to clock out because she wouldn't take out the trash.
So the mama was the manager?
No, the mama was the one that got shot. The manager shot the mama. You can't make this up. Even when you say it back, it don't make sense. You so you wouldn't do your job.
Oh man.
So they told you to clock out. That's the way it works in the workforce.
Clock it on out.
You not only clocked out or whatever you did, you left the store. And because you were still mad, you came back with your mama. Now your mama get into it with the manager. Not only that, the mother went into the back where the manager was counting the money and everything. And fought her there.
Entitled as fuck.
Right. And so the manager, because there's been a rash of managers getting, getting the business like that, like the one that was in Atlanta where the McDonald's manager was stabbed by the employee that was already kind of wild. I wasn't in Atlanta, I think it was Michigan. And so like managers got to kind of protect themselves, at this point. So the manager got that fire on him. And it still didn't work out because you fired a weapon in a building during the conduct of the business, whatever legal and liable provisions that's already there to protect the franchise. That's not going to save you or whatever, because I guarantee you, I worked at McDonald's when I was a young 17, 18-year-old, man. And I definitely remember that you couldn't bring a firearm to work, and even if it was to protect yourself. So you damned if you do and damned if you don't. So she got locked up for shooting, and she was just doing her job. And the reason that she was in the situation because the employee she told to clock out went and got her mom. That's crazy. Like, you imagine somebody picking up the phone. Let me, Dontre, come get me. I done had to shoot somebody. I thought you was at work. Yeah, I told somebody to clock out, and they went up there and they came back with their mama. Their mama attacked me, started hitting on me, so I had to get up off them. That should never happen.
I mean, they have this hive mentality, man. I got it in my motherfucking family. You make one of them mad, man. The whole motherfucking goddamn, the whole goddamn quadrant is mad.
Man, look,
they start assembling. I don't even think I was watching this therapist dude, and he was saying that most women they emotionally think. So I don't even think that they process it mentally first. I think they just get to feeling it all around and get to spread the emotion, and then they just start reacting.
Oh yeah, they go crash out is the first step, and then everything. Then after that, it's like whoa, my bad, But by that time, it's already gone too far. And watch this next one.
Never date an ugly man as a beautiful woman. You hear me, princess? I mean it.
Did you get this man notes?
I'm talking to caramel.
Why would y'all give him notes about me?
I'm talking to dark cinnamon. I'm talking to sweet brown sugar.
Why would y'all give him notes about me?
Buttercream.
Why would y'all give him stuff about me, though?
Don't date ugly men. I'm interviewing him. Do you know why a beautiful woman can't date an ugly man?
What are you talking about?
Because he cannot let you go. An ugly man with a beautiful woman, he will hurt you if you try to leave him. And don't let him think you used him for his money or his time or his niceness.
Hold up. There ain't no other reason to be with an ugly dude than what he just said.
He will take you out. Ugly people don't rebound well.
Only.
Am I wrong, family? Am I lying?
Dr. Umar, only 90.
Which is why.
What'd you say, bro?
He lying.
Well, give me an example why he lying.
For one, ugly men usually got to have other attributes that even get them the pretty woman in the first place.
So if he can get one, he can get another one.
Well, this is the thing, is that he's either charismatic, he got money, he got something going that checks off the box. And then once he get the woman, a beautiful woman is currency for another beautiful woman. All he has to do is show that he had this woman before, and that's bait for the other pretty women.
I can agree with that.
Because women want what other women have that they deem to be on their level. That's why when bitches say shit like, in my family, man, these hoes ain't shit. But they say, they be trying to find out who I'm fucking with, and looking at my baby mamas and shit, trying to figure out who's pretty and not. And a lot of times, us brothers, we don't have the most beautiful baby mamas. I got 4 baby mamas. I for the sake of not fucking up my goddamn relationships in my life, I'm not gonna say what I really want to say. But I will say this. A lot of times them baby mamas don't be what we be playing with all the time. They just the ones that we didn't pull out on. But if we out here marketing, then we know what to use to catch the bait. You know what I'm saying? Right. I'm gonna say when my baby mother was pregnant, I was in a relationship with somebody else while she was pregnant.
Then I'll tell you something.
A lot of times that we end up having these kids with the one, we be almost getting stuck. A lot of brothers ain't peas like me. You know what I'm saying? A lot of brothers ain't gonna stand their ground and exercise their options and not get in a full-blown relationship just because somebody had their kids. But the brothers out here playing games and then get somebody knocked up, they end up getting in a relationship with them type of chicks. They end up having to get in a relationship with them because that's what they were selling to them in order to, deal with them in the first place. And then they have to let the pretty chick go.
Understood. Let me finish this video up right here.
Why ugly people should only date ugly people. No, I'm serious. Ugly people should only date ugly people. That way they never be insecure about being taken away.
Ugly people need to date ugly people. How you feel about that?
I mean, I'm trying to figure out, like, these days, everybody think they a 10. You can't tell these women, they got the same brain, different body frame.
Yeah, different person, same font.
Yes, right. So how do you convince these ugly motherfuckers that they are ugly motherfuckers?
You can't. Look, social media is like where everybody's famous, and it just meaning that everybody knows of someone or they've seen their content. Everybody's got some degree of popularity if they been on it longer than a day, but not everybody has all of the other attributes that go along with being popular, and I think ultimately what ugly is always going to be up for debate amongst ugly people. And because it's a character issue, it's a presentation issue, it's characteristics. Because some people are very pretty, but they're unattractive, so that makes them ugly. Because people confuse attractive and pretty all the time. You know what I'm saying? Because just because somebody wants to look at you doesn't mean they want to get to know you. Looking at you is just a characteristic thing. Getting to know you is a character thing.
B, man, don't sugarcoat this bullshit, man.
You go ahead. I'm here to
do that motherfucking shit.
No,
man.
I want.
B, are you ugly?
Hell no, I ain't ugly. Can't be.
B, can you recognize when a woman is not ugly?
Oh, I can definitely tell when a booger wolf.
Can you tell when another brother is a handsome brother?
Yeah, I can say that. Yeah, I can go with that.
Then.
Yeah.
Stop this bullshit.
That's why we hold the court.
Hey, look, man, the Bible used descriptive words to describe beauty.
Yeah.
He said Rachel was fair, and Leah the sister was weak in the eyes, that means she's an ugly bitch. That means she's an ugly bitch, audience. It means Leah was the ugly bitch. And this nigga was so motivated, Jacob, he went back and worked for 7 more motherfucking years just to get the pretty bitch. So, come on, keep it real. He said,
But what the hell, bro?
Come on, man. I got some ugly cousins and I got some pretty ones. The ugly motherfuckers know who they is. Because when the pretty ones come around, it is what it is. Shit. I got some pretty baby mamas and I got some that is motherfucking suspect. It is what it is. It is what it is, man. Also, the Bible also says that David was handsome, but Solomon was the most handsome man in the land. So David was Chris Brown, but Solomon was Shamar Moore in his motherfucking prime.
Right.
It's levels to this shit, nigga. and beauty is a gift, and everybody ain't got it. So we got to get back to a place where we calling ugly motherfuckers ugly, because a lot of these women out here, they in a delusional mindset. They mama was ugly, they grandmama was ugly, they aunties was ugly. But back then, you ugly offset with other shit. So if you was ugly and you had a big booty, you know, that shit kind of threw it off. You know, you was like, you an ugly bitch with a fat ass.
Yeah, the butterfly.
Or if you was pretty, you didn't have no titties. You was built like motherfucking Aaliyah or some shit. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It was very few motherfuckers that had the Pam Grier package. You know what I'm saying? But now with all these surgeries and shit, all these motherfuckers think they pretty. The ugly bitches, the bitches that look like Wesley Snipes in the face, the bitches that look like Bernie Mac, like them bitches went and got BBLs.
Right.
So they think that they pretty because their body is motherfucking banging. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But we got to keep it real. There is a such thing as a ugly bitch, a 87 on pump 6 regular bitch, and then we got bad bitches. And most of you hoes is 87 on pump 6.
Oh man.
But what the hell, bro?
Look, let's get to the next one.
The app is all fun and games, but y'all better pray that these men don't get their own version. A lot of y'all women get spared so much because men don't run their mouth. If men ran their mouth half as much as y'all ran y'all mouth, a lot of y'all would be in trouble. A lot of y'all. Because everything that these men be guilty of, y'all be guilty of and more. If these men get an app where they can expose anonymously the trifling women that a lot of y'all are, y'all gonna be in trouble. Y'all gonna be in a lot of trouble. A lot of y'all been smashing a lot of men in y'all cities, right? Y'all done got around. And it's gonna get bigger than just barbershop talk where they can compare notes about y'all. They'll have a whole app where they can show and talk about how many of y'all done smashed how many dudes in the city, right? All of the nasty things you done to those dudes on the first meetup. How many of y'all done lied about being pregnant? How many of y'all done put babies on men that didn't even belong to them? How many of y'all done had trains ran on you? Talk about your hygiene and how some of y'all cat be stank. How nasty a lot of y'all are when it comes to how clean you keep the place that you stay. How well you take care of your kids. How some of y'all are deadbeats, but you live in the house with your children. Like, y'all truly don't want this to get to the point where men can expose y'all. And we ain't even gonna get into the pictures and videos that a lot of these men got of y'all. Because y'all just be sending nudes to anybody. Like, it could get real wild out here in these streets. So this is a slippery slope with this whole exposing people's type stuff, and especially when it's only one side and then you can only get one version of the story. Y'all better get on y'all knees and pray that these men don't get an opportunity to expose y'all, because us men and women who have lived decent lives and we've lived lives that we can be proud of, there's nothing to expose. So we could care less about these apps, right? Don't matter, app for men, app for women, there's nothing to expose. We don't go around sleeping with a whole bunch of people and involving ourselves with a whole bunch of people. So there ain't nothing to say about us, so we safe. But the rest of y'all be careful.
This T app thing has been going crazy the last couple of days. And what do you think about it?
I think these hoes are setting themselves up for disaster, nigga. And you already got one Dontre the Misfit. Imagine when you activate 7 million of them. See, the only reason why ain't a whole bunch of Vicks and Dontre the Misfits is because these niggas got jobs.
Right.
And they ain't got time. But we just the niggas in the hood that made it to be motherfucking 40. Okay?
Yeah.
This app is gonna give these brothers an opportunity on their lunch break to drop in and then go back to what's going on. Boy, look, they like she said, she better hope and pray that the tables don't turn.
It can get real ugly.
Men ain't taking shit no more.
Mm-hmm. It can get real ugly real quick. And I saw the play coming because this is what's also being circulated about the app. The viral T app has reportedly been hacked, and over 2 million users' driver's license was stolen. And what's it? Women only. T is a women only app where users anonymously expose men, and it's currently the #1 app. So they already got played. Look, it's got the height and weight thing. That's what's in the bottom right hand corner right there. If you see that, they got so I took some screenshots, obviously, of some of the pictures that I saw associated with it. Let me show you some of the people that they got lined up here that's got visibility on the app. You ain't gonna believe it. I'm gonna go through each one of them real quick. I'm loading them up. When you see it, you'll be like, the audacity, because they're gonna always have, like somebody that's got an opinion, but this one of the people that was on there.
God damn. Ooh. Oh my God.
Like straight up, man. It's like these are the people that's on the other side of the screen talking crazy to you. Maybe not to you, but like for the fellas that's out here, watching. Like when you keep this in mind, this is what when people are just in the comments with no facial identification, just going back and forth. Well, the ones that's agitating other women that come in and just say something random, and just for the sake of playing the victim and getting some attention. This is what you're looking at on the other side, man. Right here, like
it's crazy.
Yeah,
I wish I can go in and find. Oh my God, go! Oh shit!
This was on the other side, man. You gotta keep things in perspective. This is why you don't really need to argue with nobody online, because this is what you really be beefing with on the other side. Oh, it don't get. Yeah, you got to look at it again without the glasses.
Wait a minute. The one.
Let me go back. Let me go back.
The first one looked like what's the dude they used to say, you rang.
To my Lurch.
The first one looked like Lurch. This one right here looked like Schmeagle. You know who Schmeagle is, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. But that's what some of the data that's already been breached. You know what I'm saying? And if any type of app comes out, it's probably an information gathering opportunity. You know, I don't ever overlook that. I always see an information grab at that point in time, and then you get, I mean, they don't get better, bro. Like there's there's a certain threshold of that you got your feminists and then you got your fem cells. You know, these women are the fem cells, in my opinion, because they can't get a guy to mess with them. The feminists don't like men, but they can make use for men's utility. You know, these women right here, nah.
I don't know, niggas, brothers will knock off anything, man. I ain't gonna.
Yeah, I ain't gonna cap.
Being honest, man. Yeah, I don't got faith in y'all. Big Mike got faith in y'all.
I don't.
I know y'all nasty. I just know if you watching this and you a black man, I don't trust that you would not hit anything. As long as it has a wet hole,
oh man,
sit at the bottom, and it was born a woman, I think you will run up in it. And this is why they got so much confidence, is because y'all be giving them the wing ding, and then they run amok on these apps. I got an ugly woman running around Phoenix right now. A couple years ago, it was about 6-7 years ago. I let her suck me up. And then after she sucked me up, I hit it.
So you out here contributing?
I'm trying to be serious, man.
so you out here contributing to the problem. You taking
I'm saying I'm not gonna act like hitting an ugly girl has been beneath me in the past, and y'all niggas have too. And you're not gonna leave me hanging by my. I don't give a damn.
Hey, I think most guys got a test run. You know what I'm saying? For sure. You know.
Oh, she's still telling people, "Oh, you was messing with my man." I was not your man. Stop telling people that. I got a reputation to withhold. I can't have you creeping out the goddamn shadows, man, fucking up my man.
Yeah.
See, like this is what happens.
Yeah, you
be on the tee out, nigga.
You're not gonna come out with a stellar performance with a stellar participant every time. You know what I'm saying? Like it was definitely some mud ducks on the early start of things until you got yourself together. You know what I'm saying? Myself included. Nobody's exempt. But the thing is, when you know better and you still go out here, that's the rough part. It's like when you are trying to figure it out, I get it. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, did you get it done? Cool. Then after that, it's like, okay, you can't keep getting stuck right here in this tier. But you got some guys that they like it down in that tier because the option is there. You know, they take the path of the least resistance. Like, give me one of them big back mud ducks.
I mean, they suck dick with enthusiasm.
But what the hell, bro?
It's true. You know, there's a level of motivation that they have that the better looking women don't.
You can see the energy with the head bob. Well, she hitting that lane like Ja Morant.
Yo, this is overdue. We should have been did this, man. We should have. This should have happened a long time ago, man. But we here now, and it's working out. You know, the way we thought it would. The head bob part is crazy, though, man.
Man, I mean, that's what the brothers be getting hit on. You be like, dang, she really down there putting in work.
And then they didn't got it confused. Now they can't get out their own way.
Now they can't. That brother got that brother out there going, oh. Oh,
Oh
she's
man,
a monster.
got him locked in. He can't
Got
pull
her.
away.
Bro, look here. Hey man, like what I say, man. You know I'm an old head now. I say she isolate that thing. She isolate that thing and find that vein. Oh with.
Hit you with my boy called it a pepper grinder. Shout out to my man SLP. Oh, we got this next one.
Might trigger some of y'all, but y'all gonna be okay. All right, let's get into it. And understand, I'm not coming for you, sis. I'm coming from a place of love, but I'm not gonna hold your hand. Let's watch this video. A lot of y'all keep saying I'm not settling. I'm only accepting a man who's successful, who's rich, who's emotionally intelligent, who's healed, who's done the work. And I love that for you. Believe me, I do. But I want y'all to flip it real quick. Y'all ever asked if that man is picking you? No, for real though. Not the Instagram version of yourself. You, unhealed. You, who keeps ignoring her triggers. You, still picking chaos and calling it standards. What if the man you're praying for is praying not to meet you until you are evolved? Yeah, that one stung, didn't it? Because a lot of y'all keep screaming, I refuse to build with a man, and that's fine. But then y'all mad when the finished product doesn't choose you. Let's be real, ladies. A lot of men don't want a woman who wants to show up when the house is built. Some men want a woman who wants to pour the foundation, not just take pics in the living room. Says some of y'all are not settling. Y'all are just delusional. Yeah, I said that. Because I think deep down, some of y'all know if you were toe to toe with that high value man that you want so bad, you wouldn't even know how to receive him. You'd be sabotaging it. You'd second guess it. You'd run because you're not soft enough to handle stability. So I'm not saying that you don't deserve love, okay? What I'm saying is a lot of y'all need to stop demanding a healed man while you're avoiding your own healing. You want a man with discipline but still fight consistency. You want leadership but don't take correction. You want intentional love but ghost people who trigger growth. That man that y'all want at the finish line, he might be looking for something a little bit deeper than looks, a nice body, attitude, and vibes. And oh, just because you have your own money because we're adults who take care of adult responsibilities. The real question is, would he feel peace with you or pressured? Because the truth is, you can't skip the work and expect the reward. Again, a lot of y'all are saying, I ain't settling, but what if the version of you right now is what someone else has to settle for?
She holding court, man. You know, I believe that there's definitely a lot of women out there like her that are just now starting to speak up and start to echo these points. But what did she leave out?
I don't think she missed, man. I don't think she missed. That was clean.
Yeah.
But this is the thing. This is the thing. A lot of women want a finished product. You know, most of these women, they wait at the finish line to fuck the winners instead of being there along the actual path to get to the finish line. And it's unfortunate, man, to hear this shit every day. Every fucking day you hear about a woman with an overinflated value of self, an overinflated ego, talking about what she deserves. You don't deserve a motherfucking thing. You deserve exactly what you get. And that is single fucking hood. You is by yourself because there ain't nobody thought that you was valuable enough to purchase you at the price that you trying to motherfucking pitch, bitch.
Man, it's people only deserve what they earn. And I think a lot of people get caught up in what they think value means. Men and women got two different value systems. And their currency don't spend the same way our currency spends. Our currency is based on character. Theirs is too, but it's not the main requirement, because I believe personally that the easiest thing a woman that's looking for a relationship has to do is just be nice and not be rude and just be respectful. I don't think that that's a hard thing to ask. I don't think that they care to for the most part. What do you think about that? Because factor in thing, that
No, I mean, because I don't think niggas that are married are smart.
Damn.
And the reason I say that because women only respect power and resources.
Mm-hmm.
Like most of the time when you're dealing with a woman, the average woman, she don't have pristine character where if you give her a full-blown commitment and access to everything that you ever created and built, that she's gonna be like, I'm gonna do the right thing. I don't think that's how they work.
Yeah.
A lot of them be like, oh shit, Lord God, them bitches start to grow like the fucking Incredible Hulk. Once you give them the commitment and access to those things, man, they start to become inflated, bro. And you gotta keep a woman in a position of power, my nigga.
Yeah.
I had a person that, you chop it up with me, one of my partners. He said, man, why do my wife respect her boss more than she respect me? And I do everything for her. I said, well, her boss was smart enough not to give her 50% of the company, nigga.
Yeah. I can see that.
How you gonna this motherfucker got more equity in the company than you if she get alimony and child support.
Yeah.
Why the fuck you gonna respect somebody that got more shares of the motherfucking company? Stupid. Like you didn't give her nothing. You didn't set nothing in between you and her for her to work for. You just gave it all to her.
Yeah, that's
Dom
wild.
game on level 1. Level 1 Dom game. Trash.
Already out of there.
I don't want to be a part of that shit. I don't want to be like you when I grow up. Fuck you, nigga.
They gonna be salty like right away. You
Man,
gotta
it's real shit though. But that's a simp game. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's exceptions to every rule. Unless you're dealing with somebody that has high morale, that's virtuous and shit. 90% of the time, what I'm saying is fucking true.
Yeah.
That's why you can't shame a nigga for not being in a relationship. I asked the bitch. I said, what can I get out of a mother being single that a nigga can get being married that he can't, that I can't get?
Right.
And she told me, true love and affection and dedication.
A fairy tale. That's like when you hear it that way, the women that respond that way, they are looking for self gratification. They're not coming in. They're not looking to be of service to the relationship. They're in the table conversation. The what do you bring to the table conversation? And I say you got to get with somebody that want to take something off your plate. Like when you're working with somebody that, like, no matter what it is, like even this, right? We collaborating right now, right? You got your audience, I got my audience. We both benefit from it. I take this off your plate because I got the engineering and all of that, whatever arrangement it is. I make it easier for you and you make it easier for me. We both benefit from it. You know what I'm saying? If we were to flip it into what would be the benefit, it'd be like, you get to help me. You don't see the benefit. You see what I'm saying? Like, you see how
you embody like they whole energy when you
yeah. You get to help me.
Fuck.
And like, what? They just don't get it. You know what I'm saying? And that's why, like, I made this particular segment of Beyond the Algorithm called The Grace of Men, which is what you guys watch. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe as you go to, because it's the grace of men that'll let men put themselves in sucker positions, and so the woman can continue to abuse them.
Hey, speaking of sucker positions,
yeah,
have you heard that motherfucker new 8 Ball and MJG song?
What's the name of it?
Man, I don't know. That shit, that nigga was talking that pimp tight. He
Hey,
was like, he was,
I would play it right now, but I know it'll be a strike on the channel because probably license it or something. But I'll check it out, because I've been hung up on the clips lately. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact,
man, they done started some shit.
Hey, let's shift the music a little bit, right? So I've been saying that the 40-year-old rapper is not just it used only in rap music do we put our artists in the pasture. We ready to send our artists to the retirement home. You know what I'm saying? Like they've been talking about talking down on 40-year rappers for a long time, like probably the last 20 years, right? But the truth is not a 40-year-old rapper. It's an expert rapper at this point. It's an expert artist because you're super good at what you do. The Clips to me had the greatest album rollout I've ever seen. From top to bottom for like 2 months, the little snippets of, like doing the interviews here, the interviews there, like seeding social media with the right conversations to get everybody else to talk, dropping songs at the right time, the right beats. I can't think of another album rollout that was as beautiful as the Clips album rollout was, And I'm a big fan of drug rappers. I love drug rappers because they got the story that go with the game because it's a lot of decision making that's in the middle of it. You know what I'm saying? And it's different than somebody that's saying they kind of connected and they know some people that know some people than the actual hand to hand. Let me get the inventory, that mindset that goes with it because it's real business. Distribution it's a lot of emotional intelligence in the conversation. And people get too hung up on it and they're like, are they still rapping about cocaine? They rapping about this and they rapping about that. I'm like, you don't understand that there's a whole psychological mindset that goes with trying to decipher what you're doing out here with the right people because it's a lot of time, it's a lot of bullets behind this. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of rats, it's a lot of jealous people. And it only takes but one kink in the logistics and all of the stories that they tell that can create a whole different level of chaos. And you see when them indictments start coming down, Malice had to get out, you know what I'm saying, and all of that. So that's the story in a real life that goes with the entertainment value and everything else that's accompanied it, that they've kept it as solid away from music as they do in music. So it's just a good story that for them to capture everything that they've done, man. So that's what I think about the Clips album so far. But there's other 40-year-old rappers that we can probably discuss too as we go along because a lot of great music that's out right now.
Well, you got these guys in their 50s now.
That's true. Malice 52.
Let's be honest. It's not the 40-year-old rapper, it's they in their 50s.
Yeah.
50-year-old rappers have taken the game back over.
Yep.
And that's how much y'all suck.
Facts.
Y'all niggas suck. Like, the skill, you ain't got the skill, man. Yeah. And the skill came back. They number 4 on the Billboard charts just based off talent. Fuck an image. I mean, I think they got a pretty good image. Yeah. I think they got a pretty good image, man. I think it's the marketability. You just got to be creative enough to market your image. You can't market your image like a young nigga. You can't be like Jim Jones and never motherfucking grow up, never give it up, man. Have a YN image, man. You go along with the stage that you in life. And there was a lot of rappers out there that was rapping like 40 that had 40-year-old perspectives even when they was younger. Like Andre 3000.
Yeah. Wise. A lot of wisdom.
Like Common.
Yep.
Even Nas.
Come on now.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we talking about people that was rapping from a really wise perspective. Pac.
Right.
Come on, man. We'll have a race of babies that'll hate the ladies. Like
ahead of their time.
Come on, man.
Yep. I think these guys are I think we've seen like the best storytellers, and like I've been on IG talking about this, various threads, and one of the points that I think got overlooked is the fact that Nas has been the one holding court for the older experienced rapper, for the longest, because King's disease has been like held in high esteem. And then we had Killer Mike a couple years ago win a Grammy for his last album, which I think was a major staple across the board. Then 2 Chainz and dropped a couple of projects, if I'm not mistaken.
I mean, don't ever speak this shit without mentioning Tech Nine.
Oh man, Tech Nine, bro. Like he's the most successful independently without all of the top tier commercial visibility. And the dude just been consistent. Like I saw him reviewing one of the albums too. It's interesting that you had brought him up because I saw him on a video recently. So because I know he's a KC guy, and KC got a little bit of everything. It just don't even come up as much as it should, because I think most of the guys that's in those particular spaces, they're so player about what they do. They want to be recognized, but they don't want the attention for no bullshit reason. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. I heard Twista was spitting that.
Yeah, Twista been that. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my God, I was watching him spit Poe pimping.
Yeah.
Even though it might be broken shit, but I still got more game than the mouth full of broken chips to get the girl with the provoking hips, and I never tell them any lies.
Yeah.
Hey, man, yo.
That was 96.
Hearing him spit that shit a cappella, nigga, on the mic, like he was in the studio, was almost like I was listening to Adrenaline Rush all over again.
All up, man. Man,
I'm telling you, when I heard Adrenaline Rush, I wanted to rap.
Yeah. It was like 97 when that album dropped. 98 is when Adrenaline Rush dropped.
Well, you're probably right, 97.
Adrenaline Rush was 97.
Yeah.
It
was that album that had
it was
Twista
blue
on it. He was sitting in the front.
Yeah, it was blue. It didn't have it was no track to skip on there. It was like no skips. And and look, that album almost 30 years old, man.
And he snapped.
Yeah, like if you gonna come into your own lane, that's how you do it. I think he probably had like one of the best albums. If I'm gonna say it for the moment, he had the best album to introduce and break a new artist solo. You know what I'm saying?
But it was an independent album, I think.
And it was independent. You know what I'm saying? Like the fact that it was like Chicago was running things. You know what I'm saying?
Man, I don't know this new Chicago, like this drill Chicago. Like I mean, I get it. I mean, I understand. Like I like King Von.
Okay.
I did.
Yeah.
But what was King Von? I mean, probably the best spitter that they got out there is probably that dude Polo G.
Mm-hmm.
As far as talent wise, young person wise, but you gotta understand in Chicago, we understood was Kanye, motherfucking Common, and goddamn Twista.
Yep.
I thought for a long time, I thought Twista was the GOAT.
Yeah. Yeah. I can understand that because you're right. They was carrying it. And then even then, rap was so important, and it was really like it's of course we always talk about like the golden era of music. We'll never see the music. We already lived through the greatest music, I believe. You know what I'm saying? And like now we're getting longevity and just consistency, you know what I'm saying, from the guys. There you go. Yeah, don't forget about Do or Die. Yeah, we were just talking about that.
I mean, you want to go there? Crucial Conflict, the Dayton family.
The Dayton family, Top Authority from that era too. They was out of Gary, Indiana? Yeah,
they
was out
of Midwest shit. And
Flint, Michigan. Flint, man, Top Authority was like the Midwest was running things at one point.
And you want to keep it real? We gotta go to the white boys too. ICP.
Yeah, Insane Clown Posse. Yep, for sure. It was a lot going on back then, man. Where it's like, and then being from like down south where I'm from, we was getting everything. You know, we had Suave House, we had all of the
Oh
Midwest
my
music.
God.
Yeah,
Suave
like
House was fucking crazy. 8-Ball MJG, man.
yeah.
New day, new age. Every once in a while, this is how we play the game. New day. Oh man, god damn.
Yeah, man. Like you just couldn't miss Space Age Pimpin', man. Like you can't. Hey, and for everybody that's listening, Space Age Pimpin' is a love song. I don't care what people say. They say it's not. It is. Okay. Space Age Pimpin' is a love song, and it's like one of the greatest love songs ever.
So you be your, oh man, you be my Bonnie and I'll be your Clyde.
Yeah,
your ride is awaiting.
So, and then what else? And then of course we ain't even talking about all of the Texas rap between Ghetto Boys, with Rap a Lot,
Devin
the Dude,
Scarface,
man, all of the Houston centric music. You know what I'm saying? With Screwed Up Click,
ESG.
Yeah, man, come on, like just could miss. And
South Park Mexican,
yep,
Lil O, Lil Flip,
yep,
Fat Pat.
Come on, man. And then you had not just that. Then come on, bro. Like the Tennessee rappers.
Them niggas was pimping, nigga. I mean that pimp flow crazy. God damn.
3-6.
Slob on my knob, like corn on the cob. Man, come on.
Then you had, we didn't even got to Atlanta because that's why I left. That's why I wanted to leave it because you got to talk about Atlanta like all by itself because it broke so many new artists out of one city for.
I mean, Dungeon Family is just it for me.
Yeah, come on, man. Like
between Goody Mob and Outkast.
Yep. And then that's why, like, when I see Killer Mike still doing his thing, touring, breaking albums, still, and then he half a Run the Jewels, and then he working on something now. You know what I'm saying? Like there's going to be even more music from these guys in the future. You know what I'm saying? So I like how everything's kind of like come full circle because we saw an era where like it was some albums that was coming out, it was like 7 to 9 tracks, and I think Kanye was trying to break like these maxi EPs or whatever he was doing, you know, and that era kind of like stuck, and I thought it was gonna stay there for a little bit, but I think things have kind of gone back full circle, and dudes that's got the longevity and the seniority in the game, they putting out whatever they want to, you know, and I liken this podcast stuff to similar to where those
house. Dungeon Family, Organized Noise.
Yeah, come on. Yep. So, like,
man, I met this bitch so fine. Sometimes it make me sick. Sometimes I just had to fuck this bitch one time.
Yeah, come on, man. Like we saw too much of it, and the other thing I want to talk about why that music era was so important. Some people just hear some of the lyrics and they just hear the misogyny that's associated with it, but like truthfully, a lot of that music had a lot of game in it. A lot. It was telling the truth. Like if you listen to Devin the Dude, your experience and how you make, you know, like decisions on a day-to-day basis, you know, how you interact with people socially is different. You could tell by what people listen to. Like when I knew things was messed up. This is when I knew things was really messed up and it was further away from the music that I grew up on. I remember when Drake had that song Marvin's Room, and with that voice, are you drunk right now? You know what I'm saying? And he I can't remember what the scenario was in the song specifically, but I could tell that it was some real simp shit, and I just couldn't relate to. I couldn't connect to. I'm like, my music got to be honest with me about what I can relate to. I can't just be vibing off anything just because it's popular. You know what I'm saying? I can understand making good music that's attractive to everybody else, but something about music, to me, it has an ability to imprint on your mind in a good or a bad way. You know what I'm saying? Depending on.
There was a lot of simp music in the 90s. I mean,
well, yeah, and the R&B music in the 90s was like complete and total simp, destroy your home music. There's nothing about R&B in the 90s that's helpful.
No, but it sounds good.
It sure does sound good, and that's exactly what it is. Like like Boys to Men was making stalker anthems. You ever look at the lyrics from End of the Road?
No.
Oh man, let me see if I can pull that up real quick.
Is the end
Bro, it's a stalker
of
anthem. It's a stalker anthem. I'm telling you, man.
I can't let go. It's
man, come on.
unnatural, and you belong to me, and I belong to you.
Hey, keep singing it, and then see. Yeah, go get him. So let me give you the floor. Hold on, yeah, look, white. You go ahead.
Let go. It's unnatural, and you belong to me, and I belong to you.
Remember the what you would call it, the part where he break down and he was like, I know you ran out with that other guy the other night.
Yikes.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying? You forgot about that part, didn't
it? I mean, you need to
I'm gonna find that song. I'm gonna find that song real quick, man.
Because I know I know Jodeci fucked me up when they was like, take my money, my house and my car.
Off top.
One hit of you. You can have it all.
Man,
making love. That's what I want to do. Them niggas was fucked up. Boy, I guess the song is called Fiending. It was called Crackhead.
It was Fiending. They was, come on.
I can't leave you alone. It sound like you smoking dope. You got fiending.
It's got, and that's what they want
for you.
Bro, that's what they wanted. Look, man.
Fucked up.
Look, I'm finna pull the lyrics up right now so you can see.
I think of you on 2 occasions. We were lonely again. Why do we say my heart? Oh God. Said we'll be forever. Damn. Said we'll never die. How could you love me and leave me? You'll never say goodbye. What the fuck?
Come on, man. Tell me something. Each time I break down and cry.
When I sleep at night without you holding you tight, each time I try to just break down and cry. Oh no.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying? Pain in my head. I'd rather be
dead. Spinning around and round. God damn.
Stalker anthem.
Although I never came to the end of the road, I still, man, it's unnatural. You belong to me. I belong to you. Oh,
it's unnatural in his mind that y'all can't be together no more. The dude is out of there. And he said it again. So when you singing this and it just sound good, but they was playing this at the prom.
They playing this in our spirits.
Bruh. Stalker anthem, dog. You can't tell me no otherwise. Like when it get to the part, let me skip to the part where he said, when you walked out of me for that other guy.
Nigga singing that simp shit and feeling it.
Yeah. Come on, man. Hold up, let me back up right here. bro. I'm telling you, stalker anthem.
Craziness.
Crazy. I had all kind of anthems. You had side chick anthems from Whitney Houston.
Damn, and you good. So y'all do need to be side chicks. I mean, that's all you goddamn work. Most of you motherfuckers ain't worth for God. You ain't finna be the man. What you gonna be? You gonna be an involuntary side chick, or you gonna be a voluntary side chick? I'm saying, get in with your goddamn fit in, because your mama ain't never had a man to herself. Your grandma ain't never had a man to herself. If you think your pussy better than your grandmama's, throw you down.
But what the hell, bro?
Well, you gonna have some clips to get. You guys go ahead.
There's gonna be some clips on this one right here, man. Pure shenanigans. I can't wait to edit this one. But yeah, man, like the 90s, you know, like when it comes down to just music in general, when it comes that way, I don't know if R&B can come back the way rap came back.
Man, R&B come back, baby. Now the only way R&B will come back, unless all us brothers do what God want us to do and go to Africa.
Man.
Amen.
Hey,
hallelujah.
Hey, break down what it is. Look, from the book of Dante, what would it take? Break down what it would take for R&B to come back the same way rap came back.
Well, women are gonna have to be an admiration of regular men.
I can go with that.
Yeah, I mean, because at the end of the day, it's about getting a woman that admires you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just having a woman that admires him is not enough culturally to push the music.
Right. Understood.
You understand what I'm saying? So we all get us a bunch of women that admire us, and we can sing, and nigga, we gonna sing about that shit,
bruh. Man, that'd probably be the only thing that'll work. I can see that.
A bunch of niggas singing in goddamn Thailand is gonna, dang, I love you so much, Wu Ling. You've been so good to me. I love the rice from rice bowls. You fix me, baby. Hey, man.
I'm going to flip this. I'm going to flip this.
Once niggas get to feeling that, they go, it's something in a nigga body that make them want to go, whoa. The niggas gonna get.
He can instantly sing right away. Hey, you know what, man? Because like I saw this one song, I'm a dog, I'm a mutt, and I was like, that's what he working with outside. Because men used to sing about what they was working with outside.
Oh yeah. But I be still fucking with Chris Brown. Chris Brown get me tired.
Yeah,
that nigga be like, you liking what you see? Everything inside that's on me. Hey man, hey boy, hey, that boy Chris Brown turned me up. I ain't gonna even hold you, boy.
Chris Brown, his longevity got to be studied at this point. It got to be studied. You know,
you see everything designer that's on me.
Yeah, man.
You like you going on God? Hey boy, that boy be his move, and you can tell the boy in shape, man. He ain't lost a step with his move. He ain't lost a step.
Like most people that come into the entertainment industry young like that, like he did, and they don't grow up. Like no. they don't. Of course, their core fans stay with them, but like growing to the point where they stay relevant. Like you got Usher, Chris Brown, and even Justin Bieber. You know what I'm saying? When they come down to it as well, because they've maintained their connectivity with their audience. Now, what happens in the course of them trying to stay relevant is something else. You know, because they still end up.
Booty hole hurt.
Yeah, that's what come with it.
So what the hell, bro?
I just knew we was gonna have to end up down that path, you know what I'm saying, when it came back to it, because man, it's just too much that came out. What you think about this whole Puffy thing, man, from your point of view?
Look, man, Diddy just a freak. And anybody that got the Diddy sauce on them, they was paid. If you got you a little bit of Diddy juice, if you had a little bit of Diddy juice, you was compensated for the Diddy juice. And I ain't talking about no motherfucking Ciroc, nigga.
Man, a one-man Rico was crazy. A one-man Rico was insane.
So what's up with that? So at this point, what's going on? They free that nigga? What's up?
Well, they're gonna do a sentencing sometime in October from last thing that I saw. Matter of fact, I'll look for an update or something. You know,
why they let the nigga out?
Man, I think it's a humiliation ritual. Personally, I think that they over pursued on purpose to hype everything up, to defame him. What else do I think? I got to look at the people that actually prosecuted. Like the prosecutor was a lady named Comey, who was also the daughter of James Comey, who prosecuted Trump in the 2016 post-election election fraud and all of that stuff. So it had some high visibility people involved, but like there's a lot of other conversation around it because, you know, Diddy went after the people that put him in position. Diageo, whoever it is, that's a liquor company that is the brand, and he basically challenged them on some old funds because of his celebrity, and they was like, we don't have to pay you nothing else, and then he didn't like that, you know. So they decided to go back at Diddy and deal with him, you know what I'm saying, legally, and just try to slander his character and everything else. And not even really slander his character, but just highlight the stuff that everybody already knew about him. That man didn't have no secrets. He lived in the public life, you know what I'm saying? And they just used what they already had on him, you know? And in that, I think that they lost. They couldn't convict him on the most severe crimes. So the only way that they could really kind of like save face for, you know, for the charges that they brought on him was to keep him until sentencing, you know. So I think that that's the shell game. I think that personally, you know, like my conspiracy brain just believes that everybody that was on the other side opposing whatever Diddy was on is mad that they couldn't get him. And all of those people that spoke out on, like the Jaguar rights, there's another lady that was a dancer that was around everybody too, tapped in with him. It'll come to me or whatever. But like going all of these social media slander campaigns and probably telling the truth, but they're not telling the truth about anything that they can prove is legally, you know, is illegal or was done illegally, right? There's a lot of consent involved. Now, let's not dismiss the fact that we're looking at the karma piece of it too, because Shine did 10 years for that man. Because that's part of it too. Puffy actually fired a gun and Sean ate the charge, and we know that was the case, right?
Yep.
So even if you dealt with it on a karma level, you can have a conversation about, well, this is the least that he got to worry about right now. You know what I'm saying? He came out, you know what I'm saying, on this end of it. Just like when OJ got 9 years for stealing his own stuff, you know what I'm saying, after getting off on ain't that some shit, man? You know, but that's how wicked all of this stuff actually is. You know, like I think what we saw from 2023 to now, dealing with Diddy, TD Jakes, you know what I'm saying? Have you ever been swallowed? And all of that stuff that was going on. Like Diddy was like the linchpin for us to really see how these celebrities get down, who they have around them, and questioning, you know what I'm saying, if anybody been to a Diddy party. Like, you can't even go to these places or be around certain people. This is why we're talking about optics so important now, you know. So it just I think it was just overall, I think it was a humiliation ritual, because if you couldn't even get what you said, if you couldn't get the conviction that you said he was associated with, for the charge he was associated with, you failed. Because if you're going to deal with him at that level, at a federal government, because once you start leaving the state and doing certain things above a certain frequency, and if the feds on you, they've been watching, they just say, yeah, go pick him up. You know what I'm saying? They already had enough incriminating evidence to even talk to you about it, you know. But the real war on your character is won in the media. And this is why I talk about rule number 5 so much, that sexual discipline piece, because nobody gets dick policed more than black men.
Hey, wait. Before we transition over to us as brothers getting our dicks policed, let's give a special shout out to the MVP of this whole goddamn indictment, the porn star.
Oh man, go Cassie. Oh,
Cassie, that's her name?
Cassie Ventura.
I thought her name was Cassie Cashmere.
Man, like that's what I be talking about, rule number 5 so much, bro. Like, people think I'm playing when I talk about this. If you think about the most high profile situations that black men have been involved in, right? The names that come to mind are most recently Diddy, Bill Cosby, R. Kelly, and is somebody else out there too that I probably just hadn't registered yet. But if they didn't have their meat in the wrong seat, they wouldn't even be in the media for what they was out there for. Because that's how fragile a black man's credibility is. Is that if
I tell you what's not fragile.
What's that fragile? Uh-oh, here we go.
Cassie's goddamn coochie cavity.
Oh boy, the rabbit hole goes deep. No pun intended.
Man, that nigga hole.
But what the hell, bro?
I mean, if I could have a crash out session with 3 women, it'd be Cassie.
A crash out session?
Yeah, like fuck life.
What is a crash out? I dare not even ask. Like, come on, hey, get up here and just let me paint the picture. There you go, right there. There you go. A crash out.
The nastiest thing you can motherfucker think of. A red bone crash out session, nigga. Ain't nothing gonna be stopped. I'm gonna be having one on my balls, the other one motherfucker on 2 of them, what, mouth open, just the nastiest, freakiest shit. They down for whatever. Down for fucking whatever, man. So what's the girl? And you know, everybody know I love her. See, I have a special place in my heart for the hoes. Mm-hmm. Even though I know how to treat a hoe like a hoe and keep her in a hoe place, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I'm passionate about the hoe, like a real hoe. Now, what's the girl that Kevin Gates was with? Brittany Renner.
No, you're talking about
Brittany Renner, Cassie, and Jasmine motherfucking Cashmere.
Mm-hmm.
Take that ass here.
You put the APB out. We put it on the flyer when I clip it up.
3 of them.
That's a crash out session right there, right?
Woo!
You don't expect to live, do you?
No.
So lead us up to what arrangements are you going to make prior to this crash out session? Because you prepared to not come back, right?
Well, shit, I'm just gonna rest in peace.
Okay, yeah.
Because what they about to do to me, my heart gonna stop.
They finna send you up out of there. Huh?
They're gonna send me to the upper room.
Man, look, the amount of
them are all succubuses. If you look at their spirits, they all got the same fucking succubus spirit, bro. When I see Brittany Renner, I'll be like, I see you, demon.
Yeah, man.
And I want it.
A real demon.
A real one. And she the type to tap you out with eye contact, nigga. You'll be watching your soul leave your body, and she'll be looking you directly in your motherfucking eye. You ain't never seen the devil until that day come, nigga. Because you gonna watch some shit, you gonna know a bitch ain't good for you, but you still can't motherfucking shake her.
Boy. And definitely gonna have deal with the
somebody said Drea Michelle. Fuck Drea Michelle. We talking about the whole Kevin Gates was with, not the virgin he had. We talking about that whore.
Man, because she was we saw her in the last few years go from being a social media personality to doing some interviews. Then she became Muslim, and then it just went a whole bunch of different directions for her. Now she back outside.
Well, this the thing is women like that break a man down. You know what I'm saying? Like they'll start off very submissive and with the program, and then they'll slowly start trying to inch their ways in there once they feel like you have a codependency on them. 9 times out of 10, it's going to be a sexual codependency. See, they become masters of mastering your body.
Look,
I had one.
Hey, look, and for everybody's watching, when I refer to rule number 5, I'm talking about accountable masculinity. Rule number 5: men must exercise sexual discipline to be seen as credible leaders and maximize their opportunity. You better have an exit strategy.
Yeah, you're not exercising sexual discipline if you saying shit like, I'm gonna stick my tongue in your ass, looking all fast, you know, something nasty. Oh yeah, come in your mouth from the south. Yeah, you know I like. You know who sound like that?
Man, to my Gates. Yeah, he ain't it. He ain't the person to model.
A sexual deviant. He's an Aquarius.
Yeah, hey.
So fuck you, Aquarius bitches, in the mighty name of Jesus, because I know what you hoes be doing. And the Aquarius motherfucking bitch that ran away from me, that did what you did to me. You know what you did to me, bitch. And then you just ghosted me. You didn't call. You didn't let me know shit. And it was over with. Fuck you, bitch.
Oh man, that
nasty freak. You nasty freak.
You want her back?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, she probably watching too. She probably watching you squirm.
No, she married now. That bitch was married, and a month later, she had one in the chamber.
Oh boy. Hey.
But what the hell, bro?
You funky bitch. You gonna let me motherfucking pee on your motherfucking ass, and then you get married, and then you get engaged to a nigga the next month.
But what the hell, bro?
You dirty, funky bitch.
But what the hell, bro?
Oh, boy. the clip value on this is ridiculous.
Ridiculous, man.
It's
You ain't never gonna get off this shit. I wouldn't even want to edit this shit, man. This shit had me fucked up.
Man. So man, when you brought up the Diddy crash out, right? I found this video.
The Diddy crash out is crazy.
Dave, the man who has just sued Cassandra Ventura for damages involved in the Sean Combs sex trafficking trial. And I'm looking through social media and I see a lot of the women out there, particularly black women like myself, who choose to victim shame me and try to do everything they can to discredit me, because the truth is that the loss of the Sean Combs trial was a loss to the Me Too movement and to hating women like the women who are trying to insult me. So let me tell you something, you women out there who would like to insult me. This is my story. I was paid by Cassie, Cassandra Ventura, for 8 years to be her male provider. I didn't have to be the best looking guy. I was the best in bed. And because I was the best in bed, guess what? I was given this arrangement. I was coerced. I was drugged. I was manipulated with promises of money and gifts for over a period of 8 years to continue to be this woman's provider at her expense and at the expense of Diddy. Now, at the time, legally, I didn't know my rights as well as I do now. I didn't create this conflict with Cassandra Ventura. She created it with me. She's the one who decided to bring up things that happened over 10 to 15 years ago to hold Sean Combs accountable for what was a partial truth. She's the person who introduced me to the U.S. Attorney's Office. She's the person who told the U.S. Attorney's Office about our relationship. So in essence, those out there who want to hate on me, who want to say that I'm attacking Cassie, you should realize the truth, that Cassandra Ventura, your idol, did this to herself. She exposed herself to liability when she got on the stand and decided to mention me as the male escort who was with her when she overdosed and Diddy made her have sex with him. That was a lie, people. Cassie had just woke up from sleeping 8 hours. Myself and Sean Combs were exhausted. We wanted to go home. Cassie's the one who forced that sexual encounter. People, she tells you that Sean Combs made her have sex on her menstrual cycle. I can't speak for anyone else but myself. But I know the one time that did happen, that Sean Combs was not responsible for that Cassie, in a drunken, intoxicated, hormonally imbalanced state due to her period, manipulated and forced herself on me during her menstrual cycle. And what I mean by that is I had no knowledge she was on her menstrual cycle because the room was completely dark. She manipulated the room. She manipulated the environment to get what she wanted, and then she totally got up like I was the one who should have been grateful. You're on your period. That's disgusting, and I deserved more respect than that. As a man, if I had laid down with a woman and forced myself on her and orgasmed in her and she got up and it was leaking out of her, guess what? I would have raped her. So by statute, by case law definition, Cassandra Ventura sexually assaulted me. I'm not looking to destroy Cassie. I've given Cassie more than a year to settle this before things got out of control. The problem is she's being supported by women like you who would choose to attack male victims instead of accept the truth, which is that a woman could have lied to get revenge on the ex-boyfriend who broke her heart and hurt her. It happens, people. They say hell hath no fury like a woman scorned, and that's true. If you hurt some women, they will do everything in their power. If you hurt some men, they'll do everything in their power to hurt you. But I want to end this by saying this. Cassie did this to herself. They say he who sets out on the course of revenge should dig 2 graves. People, Cassie dug the grave that is Clayton Howard herself. Cassie got on the stand trying to destroy Diddy. She should have took her $20-30 million and walked into the sunset, people. She should have never gotten on the stand and created further liability for herself by telling more of the lie that she created to get this man sent to prison for his life. She made a mistake when she got on the stand, people. She made a mistake when she got on the stand and lied about the events with Clayton Howard. Clayton Howard is a victim of Cassandra Ventura. Clayton Howard didn't ask to be in a relationship with Cassandra Ventura while she was sleeping with numerous men per week. I get it. You all think I was a nasty male prostitute sleeping with women, all different women all the time. It actually didn't work like that. To have certain types of people that can pay you that well, what you really have to do is you have to focus on people who are affluent. And affluent people don't engage in activities like that. So I might have had a client once a month. The truth is I was only a male escort for 2 years. I continued in the profession because Cassie and Diddy continued to pay me very well. And I was an ex-con. I needed money. Yes, I was trapped in the situation. I'll admit that. I didn't know what to do. But does that mean I should be victim shamed because the same thing that happened to women all the time happened to me as a man? No. And for those women out there, for you black women, who choose to shame me as a black man for telling my truth, you should be ashamed of yourself.
What you think about that?
I don't know. That nigga, that little white stuff that's in the corner of his mouth, man, distracted me the whole time. I'm trying to figure out like why he didn't stop the camera. Like at some point,
I knew it. I knew it was gonna happen. But this is the question I thought of while I was bringing this video up. Right? What do you think the long range impact of the Diddy trial between men and women? What do you think it is?
the long range impact is discrediting women. Women are slowly losing their rights. Like women are slowly becoming men, like in the eyes of the law, bro. Like if you think about it, like even with the whole what they call it, DEI.
Yeah.
Even with that stuff, you know what I'm saying? Like taking certain groups of women out of, privileged positions and, all these type of things. Like women have took advantage of the system so much that they put themselves in positions where they're being discredited on a public scale, and it's going to affect the way that they're going to be treated. Like even with Trump and his child support shit, like I see women are not needed by society anymore to bring down men because they are already against them.
Give me an example of that. What you mean?
Well, because of feminism. Feminism has completely done its job. Where now, the whole purpose of feminism was to dismantle the power structure of men within society. They have already done that. Now they're just now they're just like putting the icing on the cake. You know what I'm saying? It's over with. Now they're manipulating the system to their advantage, like habitually. So they can't play the same victim game anymore because the power is in their hands, and it's been in their hands for a long time. Now there's no mercy.
Yeah, I've been saying that we live in. People say, "Well, what about the patriarchy?" I believe we live in a matriarchy because if you can put a man, if you can indict a man on a RICO behind what he does, sexually, and give his partner that's consented to him immunity to testify against him and just use whatever he does against him. And by no means am I saying that Diddy didn't do some immoral things. Immoral and illegal are two different conversations, but by and large, everything that we've seen that's come out, he was dealing with consenting adults, and money was spent and transactions was made and people was all satisfied regardless of whatever they enjoyed, whatever they was doing, they got paid for it, because that's how it happens, anyway. People got services and fetishes, man. You know what I'm saying? So if that's what you into, you got to take what you can get. If that's what your lane of activity is, especially if that's your job hazard. Everything you do comes with a hazard. You ride a motorcycle, chances of being in an accident is associated with you riding a motorcycle. If you like to hoop or you play a particular sport, there's a risk of injury, that you could potentially lose your life. If you box, you get hit in the head enough times over the period of your life, don't be shocked when that catches up to you and your motor skills and your nervous system and all of that stuff, right?
Yeah.
So everybody's got some sort of risk with the activity that they choose to engage in, and when you got willing participants and it's still not willing participants, consenting adults, and all transactions covered, if that's the nature of it, and you can still end up in the court of law for consent, that lets me know that we're not living in the patriarchy that we think. I believe that the government is ran by patriarchal mindset people, meaning like there's men at the top, that's the few that benefit the most from it, right? But society is governed by the influence of women. Men can't put themselves in compromising positions. Every position with a woman is almost compromising to a lot of men, to the point where they're not even approaching each other anymore, right? So the long range impact is evident, because like we were already in a gap this wide, you know. Now it's off the screen. You can't even see it anymore, because you got women that are saying that Cassie was a victim, and women that are saying that Cassie was an accomplice. And you got men saying the same thing too, for whatever reasons that they got. But that case, in my opinion, represents a larger problem that's going to show up in a lot of different ways that we communicate with each other. That's why I had that question as an example, because that dude got a valid case. Because if that was a woman saying all of those same things, it'll be a big community embrace. You know what I'm saying? We want to pitchforks and people marching in the street, but because it's a man, you don't even hear about it. That's why I know we live in a matriarchal society.
Yeah, I don't think that there's a good big argument. I just think that only people that go against them is obsessed with women being the victims. That's it.
Yeah, I can go with that too, man. Well, we about to get ready to wrap the show up, bro. So I gotta let me see some of these comments, what we got going on before we get out of here. Hey, at this point in the show, if you guys that's been watching and rocking with us, we appreciate you. Let me give you a round of applause. You know what I'm saying? Because we just did this on the fly. It's the first time around. Shout out to y'all for hanging in here. You know what I'm saying? On
as hell.
Man, you like that?
Yeah, this shit hard.
Man, I appreciate that, man. You know, the thought that goes into it and how I want to present, man. I want it to be I want to have something that's entertaining too, you know, because I get it. I do a lot of information, you know, and a lot of solid interview stuff with people to get their side of things, man. Because we just some average people, man. We just some regular folks, but we got elite thinking. We got goals, dreams, and outcomes. There's a lot of opportunity out there. We don't need to be shy about it. Like, case in point, man, I saw something about Joe Budden and how his podcast has grown, you know, like over the years. And we've seen cast on the staff change, the optics that we can't see that they put out, right? When they start counting your pockets in public, that's when you know you're doing well, you know. And it's actually probably way more than what people think, you know. And this era of podcasting and it's just about who stays with it and who commits to it, you know. So you got to get with somebody that's got a vision, not just somebody that want to just turn a mic on and just run their mouth, you know. Because these same conversations are what we'll start off in the comment section, and this is where it leads to. So we got to learn how to use our tools better, you know, because this thing is already ran by automation. So you got to get outside the machine, and that's why I call my platform, well, you know, like my segments, beyond the algorithm, because life happens outside the algorithm, bro.
I think it's a genius approach. Honestly, I think it's real genius. I think that you continue with the platform you got, you're gonna have a piece of the goddamn game, man, and it's gonna have to go through you. So
yeah, man. Look, it's gonna have to come through the space, man, at some point, because we all got equity in the conversation. We make it go. We drive their advertising revenue by our interaction. So we got to position ourselves so we can benefit from it too. You know what I'm saying? So that right there,
share this while we're talking?
Yeah.
Because I've been trying to share this on my page the whole time. Now it's on my page, but I can't share it to somebody's inbox right now.
Does your is it set to private?
No.
Okay. Well, we'll figure that part out. When we get ready to get up out of here, bro, and I will see you backstage, sir. Cause man, let me drop this outro video. Like, hey, here we go. And to y'all that was over here watching, appreciate you watching on YouTube. To the people that's on Twitch, Kick, all of that. I'm out. Make sure y'all hit up the super chat and drop a donation if you like what was going on here, and fill up that comment section. All right, folks. Appreciate you sticking with me to the end. This has been another episode of Beyond the Algorithm. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Go get the book. And most importantly, I will see you beyond the algorithm. That's when life actually happens.